Bullet Points with Shotgun and Nat from the Y100 Morning Show.
It's Groundhog Day.
It's Groundhog Day! I feel like you have to say it like that.
That's right, woodchuck chuckers. It's Groundhog Day!
Groundhog Day. How'd I do?
You still haven't seen the movie.
I haven't, no.
And it breaks my heart.
No.
Okay, here's a little behind the scenes, which is what this podcast is all about. But my lovely co-host, Natalie, actually used to work in TV news.
Yes.
Right?
Uh-huh.
All right. So tell the story that you were telling me this morning, off the air.
So my last Groundhog Day that I was working in TV news, I sent my anchors into the field. They were at Jimmy the Groundhog Day's Hole to Do in Sun Prairie, Wisconsin. Right. So they were out there. It was a live show. I was calling the shots back in the production room. It was such a fun show. Like
right?
all the interviews, all the like behind the scenes of how this happens. And yeah.
And so I told her, I'm like, you have to see the movie Groundhog Day because that's what it's all about. Bill Murray's character is like this jaded weather guy, and he's irritated that he gets sent to Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania to cover this. He thinks the whole thing is stupid. And then it's about how he keeps reliving the same day over and over again until he becomes a better human being.
Aww.
So you got the redemption story in there.
Did you just spoil it for me?
Well, you had to know that it was going to have a happy ending, right?
I did also have like 20 years to watch it, so.
But
we got conflicting reports from our groundhogs this morning. So Punxsutawney Phil says 6 more weeks of winter.
And I have to tell you, everything that I've ever read shows that Punxsutawney Phil is very, very, very inaccurate.
Really?
Yeah, he's only got like a 30% accuracy rating.
All right, well, that makes me happy.
You know who is much more accurate? Like 60-some%? Sun Prairie Jimmy.
Jimmy, yeah. Jimmy. Well, it's snowing, kind of hardcore. Huge flakes right now. I am ready for winter to be over, so I like what Jimmy said. Mm-hmm. Also, apparently, we have Bay Beach Bernard that we didn't know about.
How did I not know about Bay Beach Bernard? I've lived here like my whole life.
And Bay Beach Bernard says early spring, too.
All right. He's out at the wildlife sanctuary.
Okay, so we're going to take that. We're going to take Bernard and Jimmy for our Wisconsin forecast. The rest of the world can have Punxsutawney Phil.
Let's make a note and let's do our show live from out there next year.
I would love that.
Let's do that.
I would love that.
Let's make that happen.
Okay, funny Groundhog Day related story. So my son Leo, he's 6, he's in 1st grade, and he hardly ever gets in trouble at school. He really likes school. Yeah, he's a great kid, and he gets in trouble at home, but not at school. Loves his teachers, generally like really respects adults. So I set that up to say, last week I picked him up from school, and he was in a mood. And I said, buddy, what happened? He was like, it was the worst day. My teacher's a liar. And I was like, what? What happened? He's like, well, she was talking about how on Groundhog Day, the groundhog comes out to see a shadow. But no, that's not true. Groundhogs come out to find a mate. That's the only reason they come out. And I'm like, he was like really, really worked up by this. And I said, okay, where did you learn that? And he's like, Wild Kratts, which is the Kratts brothers, who were like nature-loving brothers who have this PBS show called Wild Kratts. And he learned so much. Love the show, by the way, if you have kids who are into animals and stuff. But he knew better than the teacher in this case. And he was really mad because she like kind of shut him down.
Yeah.
And I had to explain to him, like, sometimes we as a society have like fun traditions that we know aren't completely accurate. Santa. But we like to celebrate it. We like to just observe it because it's a fun tradition. And he was like, oh, okay, Mom.
Well, I mean, I don't see why they can't both be. You guys can both have the W. I mean, Leo is right. Why do they come out of their hibernation?
Yeah.
Well, right? But who's to say that when they emerge...
What is this, like sexy time music or something?
When they emerge from the hole, that they don't see their shadow and be like, ah! And then go back in for another 6 weeks. I mean, I'm just throwing that down.
Try again in the spring, you know?
Ah, goodness.
Oh, well, that's our Groundhog Day recap.
Yeah.
What else did we talk about? Well, we talked about weird food stuff.
Yeah, we did. And we got into the topic because our buddy Andrew was going to be, he had made some post on social media about how he was going to be making chili and that his chili has noodles.
Mm-hmm. And I saw that and I texted Chuck and I was like, this must be a Midwest thing. So my in-laws live in Northeast Wisconsin and they always put pasta noodles, like those elbow macaroni noodles,
Sure.
in their chili. And I just thought it was like a that family thing. I didn't know that it was like a broader thing.
Right.
But apparently it is. Apparently this is. So then I posited that maybe this is a Wisconsin thing. Maybe it's a Midwest thing. And you had guessed.
I was thinking that it maybe just has more to do with because I learned from my grandma, and actually so did Andrew, and they were both, born or around during the Great Depression. And so, adding noodles is just a way to be able to stretch that same dish to be able to feed a lot more people or feed them for a longer time.
Yeah.
And so, I don't know.
Maybe it's a generational thing.
It
that makes complete sense. That makes complete sense. But we heard from so many friends this morning who also put noodles in their chili, who also put other really weird things in their chili, like Bloody Mary mix.
Right.
Or what was some of the other stuff?
Allie said that she puts in Dr. Pepper.
Yes.
I was like, that's different. We got somebody that puts in bourbon.
Cream of mushroom.
Cream of mushroom in your chili?
Yeah. That's weird. It's weird.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Chocolate. A lot of people are putting chocolate in there.
Or cocoa powder?
Yeah.
I will tell you one of the things that I put in mine, which is a little different, but it actually does just kind of elevate all those flavors. I put in about a third a cup of espresso.
Okay.
And I am not a coffee guy. I don't like coffee, and you don't taste the coffee in the chili. You don't smell the coffee in the chili, but it just kind of elevates that beef flavor a little bit. Coffee and beef, always good together. So
caffeinated and spicy.
Yes.
Okay, you texted me a picture over this weekend. The peppers that you used for your chili were how old? How old, Shotgun?
They were 15 years old.
Woo!
So when I was still living in Texas, I had bought a big bag of dried arboral chilies. And I like to put I usually what I'll do is I'll grind up about a half a dozen of them and I'll put them in with my chili. Just gives it a little bit of extra spice, and I like the flavor. But that bag has lasted me 15 years. I used the last of the peppers in the chili that I made yesterday.
Wow. Is it still good at that point?
I mean, they're dried chilies. How can they go bad? Although I will tell you this. My daughter, who lives in Scotland, texted me later in the day, and she's like, "Are you still alive?"
Right? Genuine concern for your well-being. We should ask our friends on the air tomorrow. Is this a thing? Can you eat peppers that are 15 years old?
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll find out. If I'm in here tomorrow, you'll know.
Well, people drink wine that's like decades old, so
right?
Why not? Why not?
So who knows?
We got a lot of phone calls on this one. It was fun to chat.
Hello.
Hi, what's your name?
Mike, I make my chili. I do it different now. I used to make it on the stove. Now I make it in the smoker. I make the hamburger on top of it. I cook it like a meatloaf. Then when it gets done, I crush it up, and then I stick it in the chili, and I cook it longer, all in the smoker. Ooh. I found out it's much better that way. That's what I do, with love.
You and Shotgun just became best friends.
That's right, buddy.
You guys make this way more complicated. I just put it in the crock pot and don't touch it for several hours.
Well, I don't touch it for hours too on the smoker, and I can just sit there and have my couple sodas, watching it, and relaxing.
Amen.
There you go.
I got a question for you, Madison. Do you make chili at home?
Yes.
Is there any sort of weird or different ingredient you put in your chili?
Noodles.
All right,
Noodles.
You're a noodles gal.
She's a noodles gal, and I like it. All right.
Hey, good morning. This is Shotgun and Natalie.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. The chili, I add canned mushrooms to mine.
Oh.
And I'm sorry to disagree with you on the macaroni, but that's chili mac.
Okay.
So macaroni to me is like just a filler, and I don't know. My brother, he'll put steak in his. He cubes it up into small little hunks, and that's very tasty too.
Mm-hmm.
You either use a flank steak or a sirloin or something like that. Just chop it up in small little cubes.
And I took a lot of heat and a little hate this morning because I was expressing my distaste for diverging diamonds, which they're putting up all over the place in Appleton.
You got so much heat for this.
I did.
You had texted me. You were in Appleton last week, and you're like, these are popping up all over Appleton. And the way you described it was like Satan's newest
invention. Yes.
Yeah. And so you sent me a picture, and it's like a way more complicated thing than a roundabout. But people are actually saying that it's easier than a roundabout. You just have to follow the lights.
You just have to follow the lights. But it's weird because it's like you're driving on the wrong side of the road, and then you're switching traffic and you're going all over the place. It gives me anxiety.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, at the same time, as long as you're just staying with the flow of traffic and just doing that, they do work really well.
Do they?
But do I like it? No, I hate it forever.
If I hate roundabouts, I'm probably going to hate this also.
You will probably like it better.
Really? Okay.
Only because unlike roundabouts where you will also have like irritating people changing lanes and like running you off the road.
I might be that irritating person though.
Those things, that's not really going to happen in a diverging diamond.
I can't wait to experience one of these.
All right, road trip.
Come back and give you my full take.
Right. I know for sure that there are at least 3 of them in Appleton that I have driven through. There's one on Ballard. There's one on the new Northland exit on 41. And then on 441, there's one on Oneida Street for sure. There's probably more.
Am I going to hit one on my way to Madison in a couple weeks, you think?
Only if you get off.
Oh, okay.
You have to get off the main highway.
Maybe I will. Just a little field trip to do it so I can report back.
And then good luck trying to find your way back off.
Catch the show live weekday mornings on 100.3 FM in Northeast Wisconsin. And come here for the recap and even more fun after each show.